So why are the tires two different sizes? Why is the one out here smaller and one in there a little bit bigger? Why don't we use dial pins whenever we're putting our wheels on? Y'all hang out and I'm fixing to explain all that I mentioned before. Roll that intro. Welcome back, everybody. It is Monday morning, kind of a dreary looking Monday morning. As you can see, it has rained again over the weekend. Today starts our first 5-day work week. We know we're going to work 5 days this week because of we're putting in the past 3 Saturdays. We're just kind of getting things kicked off here. Have a new guy here today, running the old 234. As soon as I get over there, it's a little more daylight where I can see inside the machine a little bit better. I have a solenoid, and I'll get that out and show y'all real quick. But I have a solenoid I have to change on the 620. Lay this out right here. Show y'all what we got. Zoom y'all out. Alright. Well, so I had to go change this part on the 620. It's gonna be real simple. There's 4 little Allen headed bolts in there and 1 electronic clip. This little black piece on the top here on our old one, it is moving around and it's causing a code, and it's making the machine go down in creep mode. So that's what we got going on right now. Not a whole bunch, just kind of getting our morning and our week started. There's been 3 loads loaded already, should be. And so yeah. Got a little bit different video set up for y'all today. With all the content that I got from last week. I did the 1 long video showing how to operate the 853. That eat up a day videoing, and then the video was before that. Oh, the skidder pin repair, skidder blade pin repair video. That one took up a whole day, so I hate whenever you get those. See them, they fall out of that delimiter like that. Man, that is aggravating as all get out running that loader. But anyway, we had I just used up a whole bunch of my video time last week with large videos, and I've got a whole bunch from the job working that I didn't get put in. So I ended up with like 60, basically it was like 59 minutes, so basically 60 minutes of video time to, I had to do something with the video. I don't just video this stuff just to not use it. So, y'all are gonna have 2 videos this week. one today, which is Monday, like you should be. This, I'm going to try and hopefully get this video out Wednesday. But y'all have a video Monday, and then y'all have a rare occurring video on Tuesday. So what I done was I just split the two videos up. We'll see how that works. I thought about splitting it up in like 15-minute segments, but then I was like, nah, I don't think that's what would work best. And I've done a poll, and it seems like everybody, or the majority of the people, was not interested in long videos. You know, maybe 30 minutes or so videos, but that's about it. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. We got two videos coming out early this week, and I'll see how they do. And if they do well right off the bat, because it seems like videos on Friday kind of struggle a little bit, we may post like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing or something. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just trying stuff and learning it. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna go walk over here and try and get this part changed on the skidder. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any video of it or not, because I really don't have anywhere to stick my GoPro. I need to get me a magnetic GoPro mount. That way I can stick you out just about anywhere. But anyway, that's what's going on. That's how we're gonna start this one. It's Monday. We're getting our week started. Hopefully y'all had a great weekend. Y'all be watching this on Wednesday, so hopefully your week is going well. And yeah, y'all just sit back and hang on. We'll be right back in a minute. This ain't good. Uh-oh.
Better come out of there slow. Make sure there ain't no springs and shit that goes everywhere.
Look on top, I can't turn it off there because of the other lines.
I get video.
Yeah, I can't get no balance on it.
Come back and forward house and you go get it.
Oh, Jesus.
Hell of a hole. Try the box.
Alright, we got it fixed. Ended up just being a blowed O-ring on solenoid. So, yeah, simple enough. So we've been working on the 620 for like a week now, chasing a wire issue. We finally found it. Found the broke wire finally. It's been operable, but it's been stuck in like creep mode. That is retarded. Plumb retarded. But we got it fixed now. Never mind on the fixed skidder. Apparently it's got something else wrong going down the line on the electrical side of things. So back to the drawing board. We think we've kind of eliminated it down now to the plug that one wire harness plugs into. Wiring is not fun. Not fun. Today has not been fun. Today has been hell. Pure hell. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. So, your tires. Two different sizes on our skidders. Both of them are matched the same way. The inside tire here, that is what is called a 35.5 tire. That means it is 35 inches wide, 35 and a half inches wide. I don't know the exact height of it, but I am 5'9", 5'10", somewhere in that area with boots on, and that tire is just about as tall or maybe taller than me. This outside tire is 24.5 inches wide. They both fit the same size rim as, you know, each other. That's why you can dual these out, because you can kind of flip the screen here a little bit. You can, your dual plates and the rims and everything all line up. So you see how these are put on. You got all these bolts here going around, and then you have all the bolts on the inside as well. Kind of brighten it up a little bit for y'all. It's kind of dark in there, but anyway, you can see you got all those bolts in there. So 2 different tire sizes does 2 different things. One, it keeps my machine, let me step back here and show this. It keeps the machine narrow enough to work in the thinning. If you'd have 2 35/5 tires on there, that thing would be ginormous. It puts a lot of stress on your axles, and then it also makes it very difficult in thinning. It would make it impossible to work. Some people use 30.5s and 24.5s. That's what we use on the rubber tire, is it has 30.5s on it, but it's a smaller machine, and you don't want the 35.5s because then it makes the machine so tall with the cutter you can't really get the head down where it needs to be. So on the Skidder, I'll touch on the rubber tires kind of after a while, but anyway, you see how they create the groove right there in the middle, how it creates that groove. We do what is called shovel thinning in the wintertime around here to keep us busy during the summer. I mean, during the wintertime, it's like shovel logging, just like what Bobby Goodson does in the swamps. We do the same thing with our skidders and the track cutter, because with the track cutter I'll lay the wood, and y'all can go back and look at some of my old videos of how to shovel thin, what is shovel thinning, stuff like that, and I explain how I lay the wood out, and we float our machines on top of this wood is what we do. So anyway, we float our machines on top of the wood to keep us busy during the wintertime. It slows us down, we lose some production, but it keeps us just afloat through the wintertime, and it keeps us working. And it keeps your crew making, you know, a paycheck. So, like I was saying, this does 2 things. One, it keeps the machine to where it can easily fit in and out of the down rows. Look. Loader man over there is posing for y'all. He threw his saw chain. I may go over there and finish watching him do that, and then finish this. That's what we'll do. We'll go get him first. What in the hell did you do? So he threw his chain. Not only did he throw his chain, he's got a piece of wood lodged in there, and now his chain is lodged on the piece of wood. I think we're fixing to show y'all how to put a saw chain back on, a CTR, pull through, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, back to the duals. The second thing the duals do by having the 2 different size tires is you can kind of see with that one over there. In the summertime, the inside tire will pick the outside tire up off the ground, and it will let it, the outside tire is just spinning in the air. It's not running on the ground. And when it's running over trees, stuff like that, yeah, it's being used. But when he's just going down a good hard, you know, access or a down row or something like that, that tire's not being used. You're still burning a little bit of diesel by having to rotate that weight extra, But on the flip side, they are such a pain in the butt to take on and off that the area we work in, any thunder shower at any given time, you could put, you know, you'd have to be putting those back on. So we don't take them off. We leave them, you know, we leave them on 365. Now, Mickey here come from a job that hardly never run. Y'all never run duals on your skidder. Y'all did get them at the end? Well, for a long time, they didn't have duals. And how much work did you miss versus not having your duals? It's quite significant to have the duals. It's quite an expensive investment, but you'll work one winter and pay that investment off. So but anyway, that's the two biggest things with having the duals. The way we have them set up with the two different sizes. One is for size, the other is to get the tire up off the ground. It's not always being used at all times. Some people run the, like I said, the little bit shorter would be a 30.5 inside tire, and whenever they do that, then it kind of evens it back out. I'm not sure what size Tim O'Brien had on there, 635, but his outside tire definitely wasn't a 24.5. If it was, yeah, he said they had big ones. Yeah. Anyway, so that's why our tires have such a significant difference looking in it versus like what Tim had. Tim's tires look really even. I don't know what size tires they had, but again, different applications. They needed something a little bit different. Like with us, it creates that groove in the middle, like I was starting to say earlier. It creates that groove in the middle, and when you lay the wood down straight, those tires will hang on that wood like a train track, and that skidder will basically follow that wood on that groove. And if you have flotation tires, it don't hang there, and you'll slip, slide, and fall, and also it's not a pretty thing. So yeah, that's that. Okay, do the dial pins when we're putting them back in there. I'll walk back to the machine and show you this, but that's a very simple thing of, you can do it that way, but we have found it to be actually harder to do it that way, because you have to get two bolt holes exactly perfect. Where, I'm gonna flip y'all around here. What we'll do is you'll take, all right, you see you got your ring of bolts here. We'll take the wheel and start putting it, I'll do it out here so it's easy for y'all to see and kind of understand. We'll do it the same way, inside and out. But you'll start picking the tire up with the crane like we had it, and just say we can get this hole right here to line up. Well, we'll go ahead and stick a bolt through that, and then we'll either drop the tire down or pick the tire up, whichever way we had to do it. And then we'll get another bolt over here straight across, which would be this bolt. We'll get that bolt hole lined up, and then we'll stick it, and then we'll just start, we'll start sticking all the rest of the bolts. If you use the dial pins, you have to make sure it is exactly perfect with two bolt holes lined up exactly right, and then it has to go up on there. It's a good idea, but it's a safer idea, because you don't have to worry about that tire slipping off that lip or anything like that. But so that's why we do it like that. I think Mickey's got his wood out of his saw. We're gonna watch him put the saw chain back on. This ain't something you always get to watch. That is something with this dilemma. Several people have commented on it, and they're like, oh, we like that delimber, yada 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 yada. It's a cool delimber. You can put a lot of wood in it, and it delims okay. The old one over there delims better. If the new guy don't twist it off the tongue over there first, because the leg leaks off and he ain't picked his leg back up. But anyway, the old delimber actually delims the wood better. This right here, you can put more stems in it, unlike what we're normally using it for by just throwing it in there, cutting your top out, and then pulling it through the eliminator. Works great for that. But for what when you start adding more stems, it's not for whatever reason. It's because you add more stems to your saw out here to cut through. Those limbs can push back, and you'll throw this chain, what, Mickey, 2-3 times a day sometimes? Huh?
That trashy crap.
Yeah, and in the trashy stuff a couple, 3 times a day. This is the first time you threw it in, what, a day and a half? Oh, it'll be all right. Typical. Hey, brush on your side. You got one of those green bugs. Left side. It's fixing to go under your arm. There's one of them biting bugs. Well, he's on your back now. He's just hanging out. Anyway, operator up there, typical, wanting new chains. Oh, new chain. It don't take that long to put a chain back on. It's just aggravating having to stop, get out of here, knock it back on, tighten it back up. Mostly because it's hot and we're spoilt operators, and
Back on because I run a 66 chain instead of a 68.
yeah, and we run a shorter length chain than what you probably should be running to help try and keep it from throwing. It keeps, whenever it gets a little bit of age on it, instead of it stretching out and you have to start taking links out, you don't ever have to do that with a 66 link chain. We run 66 link chains on here where you're supposed to run 68s. So you got to be real careful up there too. I'm not sure if the camera is letting me.
I got the scars to prove it.
Letting me show it. But you see how his arm is over the top of the saw chain there. If that wrench slips, his arm is going to get a good gouging.
Slips, you wind up with limp.
He comes down from there. I'll get a good close up of him. He's got his battle wounds from doing this. But so anyway, that should be a pretty good bit of video for today. As y'all saw in the beginning parts there, we oh my god, we fought this stuff today. We thought we had we knew we had an issue with the 620. We thought we had it fixed, then we didn't have it fixed, then we thought we had it fixed again, then it wasn't fixed again, and then we thought we had it fixed again, and then we wasn't fixed, and yeah, it was a nightmare. And it's been hot, and then the track shear operator knocked the line off of his machine. I still gotta go make it, fix it in the morning. So, yeah.
You know what the guy named Thought?
Huh?
Hey, you know what the guy named Thought did?
What?
Thought he had parking shit all over himself.
You can't listen to nothing that one says. But anyway, I'm sure y'all can hear the cutter down there. The rubber tires are going. They're over there getting diesel. And looks like it's about to rain again. Yippee. We should be finishing this track tomorrow evening. We have somewhere to go. We have several places to go. It just kind of depends on how much it rains until then. So anyway, we're fixing to head to the truck. I've had all this heat and humidity I can stand for one day. I really want to go home and work on my race car, but I don't know. Ooh, you can hear the thunder off over yonder in the distance. I just don't know if I'm gonna fool with that today with it being so hot. But anyway, appreciate everybody for watching, and kind of a bonus video today on Tuesday. Y'all be watching this tomorrow on Wednesday. It's a little bonus video. I set it up with a bunch of extra video I wasn't expecting to have, so we'll get this out for y'all to watch tomorrow, and hopefully y'all are having a good week. We're having a great week. We're sitting on 24 loads already for the week. It's only Tuesday, so we're right on par to get our 60 for the week. And who knows what's gonna happen the rest of the week. But y'all come back, y'all come hang out and watch, and appreciate everybody for watching, and the views and the comments and everything like that. I just can't appreciate it. I can't thank everybody enough. So anyway, y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all on the next one.